I don't know. This seems kind of listening on my laptop. I'm switching between my laptop and my cell phone speakers, and I can't hear a difference. Honestly, this seems like sounds like ass to me. Like it's not. There's no difference. I just like to imagine they've like had like the past like 5 to 10 years mapped out, and they're just like, okay, give them a feature this year. All right, give them another feature this year. But in 2025, we're finally going to give them the better maximizer algorithm. Another critique I've always had of Ozone, like the older versions, I'm sure it's the same in this version too, is that it just like slaps all this shit on there with like basically random settings on every single fucking master. Like there's clearly no thought process. Hello nerds, welcome back to an episode of Plugin Patrol Police. I don't know exactly what we're doing. Kind of a combination of the two, except I filmed it live. Now we're going to be talking about Ozone 12, and I'm going to be giving you the truth about Ozone 12. When I say the truth, I'm going to give you the honesty that I feel like some of these other creators are not really giving you, mainly because they didn't have to pay for it. Well, I didn't have to pay for it either. I'm deciding whether or not I want to pay for it in this video. It's a scam for sure, but you know what else is kind of a scam? Ozone 12. Okay, maybe it's not a scam, but it's definitely not worth the money. Ozone 12, here we go. I kind of like react to a video when I have like no context on it at all. You want to know why people hate this shit? I understand these people are all getting sent it for free. They're not paid reviews. The thing is like they're getting it for free, and when it's not worth the money, 99% of these people are not going to tell you it's not worth the money because they didn't have to fucking pay for it. Like, that's kind of the problem with getting shit for free. And don't get me wrong, like, I get sent shit for free sometimes too, but it's kind of hard to be unbiased and be like, oh, it's worth the $200 upgrade price for these, like, 2 new features, you know? But I already know Isotope, all right? They've been a fucking letdown for the past couple years. They're not paid reviews, bro. Instead, pay me, all right? You're wrong. Instead, pay me. You know, maybe some of these are. Dom might be. He actually does do paid reviews, so I don't know if this is, though. I don't know about this guy. I don't know that guy. Didn't pay something. White Sea, maybe. But definitely, at the very least, they got sent it for free, which is fine. But the thing is, you just have to keep in mind, when they tell you it's worth $200, you can't trust that because it's like, they didn't pay $200 for it. Part of my problem with Ozone up to this point, every new version, they've added something that is only slightly different than something they already had. This stabilizer and clarity thing, that's basically the same shit with a different name. Yes, they are technically slightly different, but they are both so subtle and so similar that why do they both need to exist? Not only do they both exist though, but the mastering assistant tries to add it to your mastering chain every single time you use it. A lot of this shit is just the same shit that's like slightly different with just a different fucking name. So like one thing I heard that is good about this is this like IRC5. It's like a new limiting or maximizer algorithm. That might be good. That's probably like the only thing about this that's good. Dude, that looks like some heavy fucking compression right there. This guy's winning the loudness wars for sure. This is a fucking loudness genocide up here, dude. Minus 8.9. This is sickening. This is absolutely sickening.
And now features an overhauled assistant that puts you in full control.
Okay, impact. See this impact thing too? Like this is so fucking, like the shit they add is such bullshit, dude. This impact thing is useless. I have not ever added it to my chain in Ozone and was like, oh, what a good fucking decision. The impact thing is fucking useless. And it also sticks it in your fucking chain anytime you have it auto master. It sticks it in there every time. And I don't even think they know what it's supposed to do because it just fucking throws it in there and it's just like, here's some settings. It's what I'm saying. It's all bloat for the most part. And now they may have added a couple decent good things in this new version, but my point is that in general in the past they've added so much fucking fluff, you know, because they're just trying to get more money for each version. I'm assuming they have like shareholders or like investors, and they're basically like, they're like, okay, you got to release a new version of Ozone like every year, and they're like, okay, how can we make this work for the next like 10 years? And they're like, okay, so we can do like these 2 features here, and they're like, well, and then realistically they're like talking amongst each other and they're like, well, I mean, this is kind of the same thing as that other thing, don't you think? They're like, well, I'll never know, you know? I mean, 99% of them won't know. And the people, you know, and the influencers, they're not going to say shit about it, you know?
Full control. The latest mastering tech. Okay,
so this is another good. So I'm sorry to pause so much, guys. This is actually good here, though, too. They have a lot more targets. But the thing is, like, this is all shit that should have been in the last few versions, you know? Like, it's like, I feel bad for the people actually paying for the fucking upgrades.
The latest mastering.
But this is like shit that all should have been there before. Like they had like what, like 5 target profiles before, and they're just like, look, check out this new version. Give us $200, guys. That'll be $200. Look at that. We added 12 genre targets. Isn't that something? All right, give me $200.
Tech provides louder, clearer tracks and 3 brand.
But this, so to be honest though here, without even using it yet, this does look like the most useful upgrade of Ozone in the past like fucking 5 years, just based on like what I've seen so far. Like the new limiting algorithm, that's probably like the most useful thing they've added in like 5 years. Other than maybe the soft clip, I don't know. That's like also another one that's good. But for the most part, like everything they've added in the past 3 to 5 years has been like complete bullshit. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Stem EQ. You can already do that actually, because they added stem control. You had the ability to do this. It just took more work. And then bass control, they have like another thing like that, right? What is it called? Low end focus? That's what I'm saying. They just keep introducing the same shit, like when changing the name and making it like a little better. Unlimiter. So that could be useful too. So what is the difference between bass control and low end focus? Because low end focus sucked.
Listening environment with bass control and magically revive overcompressed audio with Unlimiter.
Okay.
Whether you're
so that could be
working on
useful.
your first release or the next #1 hit, Ozone 12 gives you the control, power and speed to realize your creative vision and bring your tracks to life. Let's take a look at everything new in Ozone 12.
It separates like the drums, bass, other, and then vocals, and it allows you to EQ each one. The thing is, you could already do this. You could already do this before, because they gave you the ability to process the stems before. Now it's like, okay, now you can EQ the stems. Whoa, dude, you mean the thing I could already do? You mean it's like one less step?
Minute fixes. Stem EQ lets you independently adjust the vocals, bass, drums, and instruments in your master using real-time source separation, giving you the final say over your final balance and precision that used to be impossible in mastering.
Are they saying it was impossible before now? Because like, I mean, I still have Ozone 11 and I can do this. It just, it's not all in one module. You have to use like 2 modules, maybe more if you're trying to EQ all of these, but...
Drums are sounding dull and the guitar and synth are lacking body and warmth, whilst the bass is a bit bloated. With Stem EQ, we can make these adjustments directly in Ozone in just a couple of seconds, without even having to access the original mix.
That's actually really funny. It's like, instead of doing the thing that makes more sense, like accessing the original mix, instead... let's use this experimental new thing here. Come on. What do you think, guys? Give me $200. One thing I will give them props for, I actually do like this edit they did here, like showing what the different changes are, and then like labeling it, and then like the way this is all edited here is pretty nice. I want to hear the before and after again. Yeah, if you're trying to support, bro, if you guys are trying to support, the best way to do so is the affiliate links. Because like you can buy something yourself, and then at no extra cost to you, I get like 10% or something like that. I have how do you say it? Toman? I don't know how the fuck you say it. I have that, and then plugin boutique. I'll put the plugin boutique on, just in case you guys are planning on buying this.
Don't leave your low end to luck. Bass control lets you visualize your low end and enhance power and control, so your master sounds great in any listening environment. Set your thresholds, adjust punch and
bro, like they need to address the fact that they released some shit and then they re-release it with a different name better and like make it slightly improved. Like when was low end focus? Because low end focus was a few versions ago and that shit sucked. It's even the same fucking thing if you think about it. Low end focus, bass control. But this might be better though. I'm not saying this isn't good. I'm just saying like they're just reselling you the same shit. Damn, this is so pessimistic right now. This is probably gonna be my most pessimistic video. They do pick like good before and afters. Like they pick like a one where the fucking bass sounds fucking weird. You're still using Ableton Weaver. Didn't you hear? Ableton's winning the DAW wars. So of course I'm using it. Come on, don't be stupid. Obviously that's like a meme title, right? Like it's just like, all right, there's a new DAW update we're talking about. Oh my god, Ableton's winning the DAW wars. What? New Bitwig update drops. Oh my god, Bitwig is winning the DAW. Bro, that's crazy. They're winning now. Some people are just like, I don't know, bro. It must be the autism or something. They just can't. The joke is just right over their head, dude. They're just like, I can't believe people are taking the DAW wars seriously. This is a joke. This is not serious, okay? Last week you said Bitwig was winning, and this week you're saying Ableton is winning.
Only want me in the nighttime, slow, smoking on the high rise. I thinking about anything else but us. Still taking my time like slow and steady through for me. I thinking about anything else but us.
Honestly, like it was kind of a subtle difference. So, like I hear like more low end, I guess, kind of. I don't know. Like, do you guys even really hear? Like, I hear a difference, but I can't like pinpoint what the difference is.
Unlimiter can easily restore that overly crushed audio using industry-first neural net to
Please tell. Oh, you know, it would be so funny if they put their own limiter / maximizer on it, and then put the unlimiter afterwards, and then put a fucking other maximizer afterwards. Well, yeah, I would assume bass control is better than low end focus, but my point is they're just reselling you the same shit over and over. Well, yeah, of course it sounds the same on your laptop speakers, bro. You got to listen on headphones at the very least. I don't know. This seems kind of shitty. I'm listening on my laptop. I'm switching between my laptop and my cell phone speakers, and I can't hear a difference. Honestly, this sounds like sounds like ass to me. Like there's no difference.
Ozone's fan favorite maximizer now includes the new IRC5
So that's like one of the only things that looks interesting here to me.
limiting mode, our most advanced limiting algorithm yet. Elevate your tracks to competitive levels while keeping the detail and clarity that make your mix shine. No pumping, no distortion, just pure professional polish. Let's compare IRC5 to IRC4 modern, focusing on the distortion and pumping that we can
I just like to imagine they've like had like the past like 5 to 10 years mapped out, and they're just like, okay, give them a shitty feature this year. All right, give them another shitty feature this year. But in 2025, we're finally going to give them the better maximizer algorithm. Yeah, it sounds like ass. I'm listening on my fucking refrigerator. Dude, I know this is supposed to be the one that sounds like shit, but this is terrible. This is better, but it's also like the bass is getting lost too, right? It's just different. You know, it's like there's no distortion, but like you're also like losing the bass too. Is that bad? It's better, I guess. I guess it's better. I don't know. It's like, yeah, there's no distortion, but we're also losing some of the sound.
Even with all these new tools, mastering is still about your creative vision. And now, Master Assistant knows that too.
I'm not gonna lie, the Master Assistant looks like way upgraded. Okay, they actually added some good features here. The analysis time, again, you can like have things turn on and off. Another critique I've always had of Ozone, like the older versions, I'm sure it's the same in this version too, is that it just like slaps all this shit on there with like basically random settings on every single fucking master. Like there's clearly no thought process. There's like clearly no thought process put into like the mastering assistant. It just smacks all this shit on there. It's just like, okay, we're going to put clarity on there with whatever genre we think it is. And then we're going to put impact on there with it turned down, because that makes a lot of sense. We want it to hit less hard, you know, like it'll always have impact on it. And it's just like, what is this even adding to the mix? Like, are you just putting this on here because it's like a new fucking feature? You know, that's what it seems like. Okay, we got a before and after. Let's go. This is a pretty, I mean, that's a good before and after, but you know, I can't trust like the before and after on this kind of shit, because it's like, check it out, bro. Like we did nothing to it before, right? And then we did all this shit to it after. It's better, right? It's like, well, yeah, I mean, you did nothing to it before. We're comparing like not having like fucking like hot fudge on our fucking ice cream to putting hot fudge on our ice cream. Of course it's fucking better, you know? Like it's like, look at this fucking boring ass vanilla ice cream, bro. Doesn't that suck? It's like, yeah. I mean, I'll still eat it, but yeah, it's kind of a little bit too much though. Like personally, like I would dial this processing back a bit, like 30% at least.
Go beyond the limits of mastering with Ozone 12.
So we're going to do mixing? Is that what are you saying here? We're going beyond the limits of mastering? Ozone 12, we brought to you Mastering 2.0. I'm going to shit on Ozone right now, bro. I'm shitting on them hard. It still looks like they're doing this in fucking Ozone 12, dude. Do you see something wrong with this right here? Do you see something wrong with this right here? There's something very wrong with this right here. Are you seeing it? The fucking mastering assistant doesn't know what it's fucking doing, okay? Hello? What are you doing? Hello? There should be like a fucking setting that prevents it from fucking doing this. Why are we still doing this in Ozone 12? Why is this still a thing that happens? It's showing how much it's changing it. Well, my point is like, it does that all the time. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, my point is it does that all the time. It doesn't matter if like, you can have it all mono and it's still going to do weird shit like that. And it's been that way forever, ever since they added the mastering assistant. Really puts the ass in assistant, you know what I mean? Okay, funny story for anyone who's like somewhat new to the channel. I don't have a vendetta against those Isotope, okay? I do not. I was actually pretty critical of them even when they used to send me shit for free. And one time I reviewed, was it Ozone 10? I think it was Ozone 10. It was either 10 or 11, and I made some jokes. They did not like those jokes. Originally, I had a part in this video where I covered the joke that got me canceled by Isotope, but honestly, it's like a 20-minute segment. And while it's very funny and kind of pathetic on their part, it is too far off the beaten path. So I'm going to cut that into a members only and Patreon only video. So if you want to see that, you can check that out there. Sorry to paywall it, guys. Honestly, I'm just trying to like have extra content to put on there. I feel like that would be a good one to put there. Okay, so this is the song we're gonna test this on here. It's, I don't know, I like the song. I'm not sure, like, I'm probably gonna release it, I think. So it's kind of a rough mix, just FYI. I'll see what Ozone does to it. So let's see what Ozone 12 does to it. We're just gonna do like one little quick test on this here. Honestly, like I made this song and mixed it on my fucking laptop speakers. And then like when I was doing the video, like the last video, and I had like showed this song for a little bit, I turned it all down and like did like some quick level adjustments and like maybe like 2 EQs, just because I was like, okay, I can't showcase this song in like this like demo here, like in this state. So like I'm just curious to see what Ozone does to it here, because like if it should do something decent with it, right? Okay, so okay, wow, they did kind of update this UI a bit for sure. So okay, we could pick the target beforehand. Future Garage, I would call it. I think D&B would make the most sense. Is that on here? Okay, that might be a good idea. Okay, let's try it. Analysis time. Can we sync it? I mean, probably like -8 at the very least. Maybe I'll put it out in the near future. Whoa, okay. Vocal seems a bit generic. I will fight you in the middle of the street, sir. It nuked your low end. Yeah, it's probably because of that kick. Let me hear what it sounds like with it. You know, if they, okay, so one thing I'm already thinking that they could change about Ozone 13, I guess, or maybe they'll add it by Ozone version 23. They should have the EQ kind of think about whether it's going to EQ the kick or the bass, and then EQ one of those like it's just straight out like lowering 200 hertz and lower, just based on because of the kick, when in reality I think the bass volume is probably fine, but the kick is probably like too much, you know? Okay, so this impact thing, like this is what I'm talking about. Like the mastering assistant is just like, it straight up just takes a shotgun and it shoots in a fucking open room here, because this impact thing here, I still don't understand what it's trying to do. Why is it even doing this? So I'm gonna remove the impact. I basically always remove impact. Okay, let's look at the imager here. This is what I'm talking about. What are those right there? Like, this is the kind of shit they should be improving in Ozone 12. It's not making mid-range the widest, it's widening the mid-range the most. No, I understand that. I know this is not like how wide it is. Do you think this sounds good? Because I feel like it sounds better to do this, like where I just put it. Instead of like, where do they have it? Like here? Like instead putting it here sounds better. Either way, like I feel like this thing is just doing random shit. Like I don't know if I've ever like liked the settings it puts on the imager. Okay, anyways, the EQ here, this is, I mean, we could probably bring this back a little bit. You gotta chill that kick, doggy. Okay, fine, I'll turn it down. Jesus Christ, fine. Over-engineered. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, basically, by Ozone version 25, we're gonna have like 100 fucking modules in here. And it's gonna be like, So what's your mastering chain consist of, guys? Well, I'm using the stabilizer, the destabilizer, the unlimiter, the relimiter 2.0, the mastering 3.0 plugin, a dynamic EQ, static EQ, dynamic EQ 2.0, maximizer 2.0, clipper, soft clipper, hard clipper. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, they're all adding a little tiny bit here, according to Isotope. Okay, so one thing I do want to test here is this like IRC5 thing. That's like the only thing I want to test. Honestly, like it's like fucking like all the same to me. Like I think this only matters if you like boost the shit out of it. I like how the only thing being fucking limited is the fucking kick. I mean, so far my take on this is it's basically the same exact thing. I would need more comparison with the IRC5 here. Where's the stem EQ? Why didn't it use the stem EQ? See, that's how you know the fucking mastering assistant is bullshit. This like song that's like only like a tiny bit mixed, it didn't even pull out the fucking stem EQ. If Isotope wants to prove they actually give a shit about this, if they want to prove they actually fucking give a shit about this fucking product and they're not just trying to fucking steal money from you, not steal money from you, but like just, you know, constantly get money from you out of you like every fucking year with like as little update as possible, make the mastering assistant good enough that it'll try to do shit, you know, that it'll try to do shit like with this. The fact that the mastering assistant doesn't even attempt to do a stem EQ on a song that's like almost like not mixed at all, that's fucked. Like it's not even, what is the mastering assistant even doing? It doesn't even know it has a stem EQ, I don't think. Oh my God, bro. The fucking stem splitting is not good on this. Maybe that's why it's not using it. Maybe the mastering assistant's just like, I don't know, the shit's fucking ass, bro. Have you soloed the vocals here? I mean, one good thing about this, like let's say I was mastering you know, someone else's song, right? I didn't have the stems and they lost stems or something. Like I could go into the kick here, which is like pretty fucking loud, right? And I could like go and cut some lows on it. So let's solo it. One thing I always hated about Isotope's like EQs is like they're not very functional. Like the shit you do with your mouse like makes no sense to me on it. Like I can't double click it. Like when you compare to like Pro Q, you know, like how I can like double click at the end with like Pro Q and then it creates like a high pass filter. Like in terms of functionality, the shit doesn't make any sense to me. Bring this in. Right, let's just see what we can do with the stem EQ real quick. Okay, one complaint I do have about this is somebody that's color deficit. Is like I can't even tell what's soloed or not here. Like some of the colors are too similar. Okay, real quick, let's test out the bass control. Bro, oh my God, it's like unusable too. I mean, to be fair, like I do have like a full project file here, so that's probably part of the reason why it's like unusable right now. Let's just turn off the stem EQ or delete it. So that's another thing too, bro. Like, I mean, I don't have 100% of like a fucking accurate test here about this. Make sure to hit the like button if you haven't, guys. But these modules seem fucking laggy, bro. Like the stem EQ, to be fair, I guess it's like a real-time stem splitter. But the thing is like, if you're lagging with a real-time stem splitter, then you should have it analyze it. And like, you know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be doing it in real time. That's a bad move, dude. Like that's not like, think about it. If you're going to do real-time stem splitting, you're like limiting the quality it could be done in. You're also limiting the quality it can be played back in, and also the quality it can be split at. You know, like that's just the kind of shit that should not be done in real time. It's like it's too hard on your computer to do it. So like, and they don't even warn you about that. So let's turn the bass control on and off. So off and then on, and we'll compare it real quick. I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of like it more with it on, but I made like some really subtle changes here. Okay, so anyways, is this worth the $200? Let's see. What do you guys think in the chat? Is this worth $200 for an upgrade? I mean, for me, it's just like too subtle. The thing is, I think this could be worth $200 if, this is a big if here, if the Master Assistant, they made it way smarter. If they made it actually use the stem EQ thing, if they made like the stem EQ like not shit, like where it's like real time, they should have it like use like ARA or like record into it or something like that. That way it can like actually process the stems without using a shitload of CPU every single time you press play. Like that shit's probably like setting your fucking computer on fire every time you press play, you know? Yeah, and then all the other stuff, like all the other new features, like other than the unlimiter, I can't say for certain about that. But all these like new features, they're like too subtle to like be worth that much money. You know, I can't even say for sure if they're like a good thing to use. Like this bass control thing here, I honestly have no idea if this is worth fucking using. Like it wasn't like an obvious like, aha. It was just like, Every time I was using it, I was like, Well, it's doing something. I can't tell if I like it though, you know? And then like I can't say for certain with the maximizer whether this new algorithm is worth it. I heard you can go louder than the older algorithm, but I didn't even need to because like my mix was already pretty loud. So it was just kind of unnecessary. And I think that's all the fucking new features, right? The only thing I didn't cover is the unlimiter. One thing that's really interesting too is like the how I know the Master Assistant is complete shit is the fact that it never tries to reach for some of these like classic effects here. It never goes for dynamics, bro. It never goes for like a straight up single band compressor. It never tries to do multi-band compression. It never tries to do a second EQ. It never tries to do the exciter. It never tries to do like any of this shit. It never tries to do the vintage shit. You know, like the Master Assistant is a fucking scam. If we're going to talk about the thing that's the biggest scam in Ozone, it's the fucking Master Assistant because it's not even a Master Assistant. It's literally just like a preset, like a basic ass preset slapper together. Those are my thoughts on Ozone 12. If you're interested in Ozone 12, there is a affiliate link at Plugin Boutique, which I will drop here, which is hilarious because there's absolutely no one's going to buy it. But if you decide to buy something from Plugin Boutique, yeah, if you're trying to get something at Plugin Boutique, use that affiliate link, please. You get like 10% of every sale made. But yeah, anyways, moving on.